on the play on the field, wants none of the off-the-field distractions that came along last year when he became Tommy Cutlets. He's off social media, and he's trying to bring the same type of spark to the Giants offense today that he did last year when he helped them reel off 3 straight wins, Greeny.
All right, so Shefty, there's a lot to unpack there. Let's start with releasing Daniel Jones as they did because they want to make sure they don't have to pay him for next season. You lived this experience as a coach.
Yeah, I did in Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor going into the last game of the year, and quite honestly, I just thought it was a horrendous look for the team. That, you know what, we don't want Tyrod to get hurt. We don't want the quarterback to get hurt. But it's okay if you're playing and you can get hurt, or you can get hurt, or whatever. I just thought it was a terrible message. And Terry Pegula was great. You know, we had a talking about my future going forward, and you know, I wasn't going to be part of it. And after they made this decision with Tyrod, I said, well, why don't you go ahead and just fire me now, because I think it's a horrible decision. He did. So I'm like, okay, I got fired. Okay. But I will say this, I think the message is horrendous in the locker room. Horrendous. And, you know, there's still 7 games left.
Yes.
This isn't like the last game of the year or whatever. 7 games.
So we see it as players, Rex. That's all we can see it as, right, guys? I mean, this is you're talking contract and saving money rather than, I mean, I don't even want to, DeVito or Locke, that doesn't matter. It's not Jones. It's not Jones, and you don't want it to be Jones because you don't want to pay him his money, so you don't want us to win. And that's what you think if you're in that locker room right now. This is a tank job. I would be thinking if I was in that locker room that you don't care to put the best players on the field because it's too much money for you. So now, how do we feel in the locker room? I'm just going to do my job. Yep. I'm going to do my job, try to stay healthy, do the best I can to survive this season, and we'll see what happens. This is even our coach next year.
I'm going to try to do my job until the ceiling falls. Then once the ceiling falls, that's when the finger pointing starts. You know, there's a lot of the noise going on in the New York and the Big Apple. We all know that it's hard to play in New York City, no matter what sport you're playing. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I'll say, I want Daniel Jones to be able to bounce back, land on his feet, and play the game that we know he can play. But when we're talking about the locker room, and one thing Chef just talked about, we looked at each other like puzzling, like, you got your franchise quarterback, the face of the franchise, that now just says, hey, coach, just put me anywhere. And I don't know if I hope this is correct that Adam said that he played scout team safety.
Yeah, on the walkthrough, on Thursday.
Okay, so if he in a walkthrough, I don't care. My starting quarterback or the face of the franchise is playing another position. And then, a day or two later, you release him. So my mindset is, if they're going to do him like this, then that means no one's safe. So to me, the littlest thing happens. Brian Daboll has to be able to focus this whole team and get them back on track. It's going to be a tough game.
On some level, the tone wasn't the tone for that set when they moved on from Saquon Barkley. When they chose, look, I understand you choose the quarterback over the running back 9 times out of 10. But to your point, the players in the locker room knew who led that team to the playoffs a few years ago. They knew who the heart of that franchise was. When they chose Jones over Saquon Barkley, a lot of the things that Randy is talking about started then.
I think this entire narrative that the Giants created themselves, Joe Shane created this idea that we picked Daniel Jones over Saquon is a giant fallacy, and it's literally they're trying to get out of their own way. Listen, there was plenty of cap to re-sign him. He's a phenomenal player. You keep good players in the NFL. They wasted $5 million. They went and paid Drew Lock $5 million to do nothing. They signed Devin Singletary to 3 for $16 to be a backup running back now. Running for $10 million. So like listen, there's a lot of dysfunction on this personnel side, and Saquon's obviously highlighting it. But like again, even to the Drew Lock, Tommy DeVito thing, you had Tommy DeVito last year, right? You decided that he wasn't good enough to be your backup. You went and got paid Drew Lock $5 million. And now, 6 months later, you've changed your mind, right? Like, if it's not tanking, it's incompetency, right? You can't identify and develop talent, and there's a real problem there.
And let me say this thing, too. Classy by Daniel Jones, a statement that he read where he knew he was out, and he wanted to say some things before he got out. I thought that was a classy move. But Shane chose quarterback over culture, okay? Because Saquon was the culture. Does anyone see what's really happening in Philly, and we're trying to figure it out with all this defense, and it's Saquon. It's Saquon leading the charge, Saquon's words, Saquon's energies. It's there in Philadelphia now. Shane chose the quarterback over that, and he could have had both probably too. He even let
Ready to hear the real stories about the real people behind AWS? Join us on the Becoming
to not only your team, but to your culture. That's where his biggest mistake is.
That's a huge thing. I mean, not understanding the pulse of your football team, and I think 100% this is it. I think it's interesting. I mean, people blame Daniel Jones for like he had any part of this of not re-upping Saquon Barkley. Hell no, of course he wanted him. And the thing that blows me away, when your best people are your best players, shouldn't you do everything in your power to bring those guys back? Case in point, look at Detroit. Penei Sewell, lifetime guy for them. All right, you've got Jared Goff did a great job. You know what? They signed him up. Amon St. Brown signed him up. This team gets it right. Anybody, McNeil, the defense tackle, signed him up for a long time. And why? Because that's the culture. They did everything they did on the field, in the locker room, in the community. Those are people you want. Character matters. And you let Saquon go, and don't you dare put it on Daniel Jones.
Well, Daniel Jones really kind of he got blamed for things that were not his fault from the very beginning. You and I were sitting together when they drafted him number 6 overall. He didn't draft himself number 6 overall. That's when a lot of this conversation began. And the conversation will certainly continue in and around New York. But right now, have sombrero, will travel. It is time for Countdown Cam. We have a special guest.
Your reaction when they gave it to you when you signed here, the purple sombrero, like that was so pure.
Hey! Let's go! Let's go! Well, this is a man who has walked into Soldier Field wearing a different sombrero many times, but for the first time he walks in as a Minnesota Viking. Aaron Jones is with us on Countdown.
Hey.
Randy, what do you think?
Hey, Aaron Jones, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey,
You look good in that sombrero.
Hey, you as well. Hey, quick question for you, man. You know, you've been in this division. You've played the Chicago Bears as a Packer. Now you're going in as a Minnesota Viking. You know, can you talk about that and what that feels like?
Definitely. You know, seeing them again, but with another team, another rivalry, it just adds that much more to it for me. You know, now that I'm seeing them from 2 different sides and 2 different rivalries, you know, it's still the dislike is still there, but the respect is there at the same time.
Aaron, the Bears are 7th in the league in points allowed per game. What's the single most important thing your offense has to get right to put points on the board against them today?
I think just staying consistent, converting on 3rd downs, and then when we get in the red zone, just execute all 11 on the same page.
Aaron, it's game day now. First of all, thanks for joining us. It's game day. I know you had a little bit of a rib last week. So are you a goodbye? You're good by Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Are you walking into that locker room healthy right now?
Yes, sir. With a whole bunch of juice, excitement, ready to get these guys going and leave out of Chicago with a W.
You know, Aaron, with me, if there's one place on the field for us to watch Aaron Jones do his thing, where are we going to watch you at? Middle field, red zone, short red? Where should we watch Aaron Jones at?
Shoot, I'm getting in the end zone today, so the end zone.
Okay, hey, I'm going to hold you to that.
It has been a
Yes,
month
sir.
since you have scored
Yes,
a touchdown. You said this week, it's been a month since you scored a touchdown. You said this week that even your mother wanted to talk to you about it. What did she have to say?
She just told me just continue to work hard, continue to do the things that I've been doing, and it'll happen. But I think it's my son who's the biggest one. I come home after games and he sees me. He's like, "Dad, you didn't score." He's 4 years old, so that's when it really gets to me a little bit. So I was like, "I got you, son."
Okay, Aaron, it's game day. You're about to enter the locker room. The first thing you do when you walk through that door, what's your first stop going to be?
I stop at the hydration table. Got to make sure the liquids is going. I'm hydrated when I get out there, so just checking every box so I can, just stay healthy and be able to be out there for my teammates.
You go with the water, you go with the Gatorade. Do you have a favorite color Gatorade?
I go with a water, and then it's called a drip drop. It's like electrolytes you just throw in there, and then also like a pickle shot.
Oh!
Hey, Aaron Jones, baby. My hat to yours. You wear yours a little better. Go handle yours. Skull!
Skull, baby.
Good luck, Aaron.
Appreciate
Thank you
it,
very
Aaron.
much for being with us. We
Thank you. Good to
appreciate
see
it.
you guys.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
today against the Bears. There's Aaron Jones and the Vikings getting set in a divisional game. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes, the rare early window start for the defending champs today, coming off their first loss of the season. They're a big-time favorite at Carolina. We'll see what they have in store. But he's a great quarterback. Let's see if we can name today's quarterback, gentlemen. There's a look at a young man. Anyone think they've got a guess?
Good luck.
We'll find out next. It's DeVito.
Okay, so we're at the film festival, middle of Park City, the doors open, and there, Sapphire Reserve premiere party. These trips are the best. At our week, we had our own private viewing. At Race Week, the lounge was right next to the pit. We were there in Paris, exclusive events, incredible restaurants, nights at the Sapphire Lounge on the set, heaven.
Experience the world as an insider, from exclusive lounges to immersive dining experiences, all at the Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that. And the closers. How could you say that? What?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh, this is my favorite!
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
I tried everything for my stubborn dandruff, and then I found Nizoral. Nizoral works differently to get to the root cause of dandruff. In fact, its active ingredient is 10 times more effective at fighting fungus, the primary cause of dandruff. Say goodbye to stubborn dandruff with Nizoral.
Frosted Flakes good? They're great.
They're still great, Grandpa.
See? Told ya.
They're good.
If you still haven't heard about Mott & Bow's jeans, you are missing out. Mott & Bow is the #1 premium denim company in comfort and style. Their jeans have dynamic stretch technology to provide absolute flexibility and make them perfect for everyday wear. The denim comes from some of the best denim mills in the world, so their jeans look great and last a very long time. They are probably the most comfortable jeans you'll ever wear. Head on over to mottandbow.com for the perfect balance of fit, style, and comfort.
The Chairman Pro by Manscaped. Use lane adapts to the contours of your face. Shave down smooth or switch up the stubble with dual interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. And it's waterproof for easy cleanup. Get yours at manscaped.com.
Hey, it's me, your very dry skin. I'm uncomfortable and need extra hydration. Developed with dermatologist, new CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion with innovative hydrourea for intense hydration and 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier and lock in extra moisture for up to 72 hours of hydration, 99% less itch, and comfort that lasts. New CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion from the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the same should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99.
I'm shining, doing my thing. Got 'em up there now, ooh, look at me. I'm shining, doing my thing. Ain't no there now, ooh, look at me. I'm diving, so carefree. Better than the world could ever tell me. I'm shining, doing my thing. Got 'em like, got 'em like, got 'em like, got 'em like, ooh. Got 'em like, got 'em like, got 'em like now. Got 'em like, ooh, I'm about to do it right now. I'm about to do it right now. Got 'em like, ooh, I'm about to do it right now.
Welcome back to Sunday NFL Countdown, presented by Snickers.
That's Stafford.
All right, take a look. Name that quarterback. What do you guys think?
Matt Stafford.
Stafford's a good one. Good one.
My daughter texted me. She
Sam
thinks
Darnold.
Jared Goff.
Will Levis.
Jeffy's got a guess.
Will Levis. Now, I mean, listen, I don't know what it's going to be, but
oh, it is Will Levis.
Redemption, Chef.
Insider information.
hey,
Insider
that actually
information.
looks like Will Levis. I never look at these people and am able to figure it out. This time, Squirrel finds it out every time of night.
That is well done. Okay.
That's a good one, Shefty.
Patrick Mahomes is on the field in Carolina. We'll see what the Chiefs are able to do to try and bounce back after their first defeat of the season. And that's how we will begin our hurry-up offense. And Rex, I will start with you. They are a 10.5-point favorite today. The Chiefs are. So the question is, are they going to cover the spread today? Will we see a dominating performance from Kansas City?
They absolutely better. I think they will. But if they don't, huge red flag. You can't knock this football team out. You're in trouble.
Next up is Miami. We got the Dolphins taking on the Patriots today and then the Packers on Thanksgiving. Teddy, in the next 5 days, how many games are the Dolphins going to win?
I mean, I really like what the Dolphins are doing. I know it's a tough stretch in 5 days, but I'm going to say 2. I think they get both wins. I love what Drake May's doing, but Tua is starting to take off with this offense. Finally healthy. Receivers are with him. Hill. I think they can get 2, Green.
Who are the other team?
The Packers on Thanksgiving. Randy, let's go out west where the entire division is separated by like 1 game. Arizona's in first. Are the Cardinals the best team in that division?
I'm not going to just give it to the Cardinals. One thing that I do listen to my research with Cap, and Cap talked about the head coach, Sean McVay, and how they finished last season. And 2 things that stands out to me. You got Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua late in the season with Stafford being able to make that run. I'm not going to crown the Arizona Cardinals the favorite right now. I think the LA Rams have something to say before season ends.
All right, and then here's one that I think is rapidly becoming the most interesting question in the entire NFL. Alex, by the time we get to the end of the season, who will be the best rookie quarterback in the league?
This one was tough for me, Greeny, and this might sound crazy given Jaden Daniels is literally having a historic season. I think it's Bo Nix. I think by the end of the year, we're going to be talking about this guy as the offensive rookie of the year. I think it is, this Sean Payton system is starting to click for him. He is more talented than people think. He's so gifted with his legs, and he's just ascended all season. I honestly think he overtakes Jaden Daniels for Rookie of the Year. He's playing at such a high level. Should have beat Kansas City a couple weeks ago. I like what this kid's doing.
I'm looking for reactions. That's quite the statement. Bo Nix over Jaden Daniels, Rookie of the Year.
I still think Jaden Daniels is the guy. I really do, man. And look, Caleb Williams didn't even mention it. And he played great last week, and that's the guy, the Patriot guy, man. I hate it.
If anybody's going to push Jay, it's Bo. I mean, I like it. It's close for me. Definitely.
It doesn't necessarily mean that's who you would take first if we were redrafting it, but as far as the seasons they are having, that may be the case. All right, coming up next, it is our favorite time of the week, gentlemen. You know what the words are. You got balls. Fans are ready. Randy is ready. The catches are next.
Did you know Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company? They're one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. I'm also Peyton Manning.
It's lovely, Peyton.
Did you say Peyton or Peyton?
Peyton.
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 Great work.
Thank you. For your insurance and financial needs, Peyton, Nationwide is on your side.
Whoa, Dr. Schwartz Natural Body Wash? Skinny, Sumini Body Wash, Edie? What's your wish? It could be anything.
Coconut.
Earthquake. Dr. Schwartz Body Wash. The men who prefer natural.
Rated E to T.
Well, I feel just like a child. Well, I feel just like a child.
Tease the season at the Golf Mart by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year, featuring the Taylor.
From my womb to my tomb, I guess I'll always be the child.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
At Mod & Bow, we believe that making the perfect pair of jeans is an art. We apply the resin, and then we hand scrape it, pin and tie it, wash it, and apply the finishing touches. Our signature Montebaut jeans have dynamic stretch to provide flexibility and a comfortable fit. And we handcraft every pair with the care and quality you can only get from a true family business. I'm Alejandro, founder at Montebaut, and making incredibly comfortable jeans is our passion.
So when you're inside a road, do you destroy who you are?
When you reach into yourself, you find yourself.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
The Cuisinart Air Fryer Toaster Oven can air fry, toast, bake, grill, and broil. So you can break up with your oven. It's a work of Cuisinart.